Hello everyone, and welcome back to my chatty, sassy channel here on YouTube, where we talk about all things luxury, be it luxury travel, luxury fashion, or life's luxuries in general. Today, I'm going through my entire luxury bag collection from least to most favorite bags, but these are not my least to most favorite of my bags. They're gonna be my husband's least to most favorite bags. So Blake is going to be joining me. And we are going to be taking a look at my collection through his eyes this year. So with that, let's get into it. All right, so Blake has put the bags into groups of bags he hates, bags he's sort of indifferent for but has notes on, bags that he likes, and I've made him pick his top 3 as well. We're going to start out with the bags that he hates, starting out with this Coach briefcase bag.
You picked it a long time ago. Your tastes have changed. Have you used it once?
I've used it, I think, like 3 or 4 times.
Okay. I mean, there's just not much to it. You never choose to use it, unfortunately.
Well, to be fair, I got this when I thought that I'd be going into the office. Turns out I work fully remote in all of my jobs. And so I just don't have a need for it. So it's one of my least favorite as well. So the next 2 that you hate are my 2 Louis Vuitton monogram bags, one of which you got me.
True, yeah.
And this used to be one of your favorites.
I'm not saying I hate it. I mean, it's nice because you like it and all. I just don't really like Louis Vuitton stuff for the most part. Yeah, there's not a lot to say because there's, my mother taught me
you just don't like monogram.
If you don't have something nice to say, don't say anything at all.
Now this one I'm a little bit perturbed at, because this is one of my absolute favorite bags, my Chanel Classic Flap.
Chanel's too expensive, and not because things are expensive. It's not like, I don't really like spending money. It's just like, they are legitimately asking too much. It's beyond the pale. As is everyone. It's really just a dare between the brands to see how much they can get us to pay for their things, but Chanel's just like, watch this, and...
But this one was vintage. I didn't get this one from Chanel. It's vintage.
I know, but you're still propping up the Chanel pre-love market, and Chanel should burn in fire. Also
one that I'm not going to pick a bone with you on simply because you didn't put it in the hate category.
It's dislike, indifferent, like.
But my Chanel wallet on chain.
It doesn't make enough fried rice for me. It's not a full meal.
You've just been waiting to make that joke about my walk.
I haven't, I just came up with it. I used to like this more. It's usually on a chain, but it really just doesn't carry enough. Strathberry's pretty nice though.
Okay, what about...
These are the indifferent. This is the, we didn't delineate that.
Yes, we have moved into the indifferent category.
Yeah, I'm now indifferent. I used to like it, now I'm indifferent to it.
Fair enough, because I don't use that one as much. I usually either go for bigger or smaller, so okay, that's fair.
I like the color, but it no longer works for you and you never ever carry it.
The reason that I don't carry this one is just because it's an open bucket bag. So I do carry it, I just have to be really selective because and yet it is open. All right. Next one that you are indifferent towards.
Bags, but I think I'm gonna get one.
Well, but I like it as my one open bucket bag.
All right, no one ever mentions this, but I'm gonna. Strathberry's chains are the best chains in the game. Easily. Also, that you can get them to do this, voila, and then they look really good. Well, because you don't.
So why are you indifferent to this one?
I don't like the finish on this one. It's that like satin thing. I feel like
it is satin.
I just feel like if it gets wet or like one drop of something and it's toast, or like if you scratch it, because like I can see the weave in it, like the grain, really easily. Like it's very fine. If this were to be scratched against the grain or with it, it would mar it and you would see it because it's got that finish on it.
Well, but this isn't meant as an everyday bag. It's meant as an evening bag, so it's meant to be a more delicate piece.
It's too little yet too chunky. More of the same.
This one that you just got me.
More of the same. You wanted it, so I got it for you. I'm just sort of indifferent to it. I haven't seen you carry it. You just got it for Christmas, so I'm indifferent to it. I haven't seen you actually carry it. This is the first time I've seen it in your hands outside of whenever you opened it. So.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I am wanting this for a summer, smaller carrying bag.
And maybe one day I'll like it. It hasn't
That's
earned
fair.
that
It's
yet,
fair that it's indifferent as we just got it and it's winter, so I'm probably not going to carry it till spring.
These bags have got to produce for me until, before I decide I like them. We're moving on to the utilitous bags that I do like. 3 guesses for what they are. You've seen them before.
You like them just because we use them. So first one is my Longchamp.
We go to the beach for this. It's nice.
Yeah, this is my beach bag. That's the only time that I use it is I take it to the beach. And that's it.
I would argue that just because it comes from a luxury brand doesn't mean it is a luxury product. However, it is pretty nice. It's probably the nicest beach bag I've ever seen. And then, of course, the Neverfull.
Yeah.
Which was a great gift from a very dear friend.
It's very useful. I use it all the time. So, like, I wouldn't call it my favorite bag.
But it is the one you legitimately get the most use out of.
It's super useful. I wouldn't say it's my most used bag, but it's a very
useful
bag.
You use it as luggage.
Yeah.
You just took it on a night trip and you were like, that's all I need. And that was, I mean, you might not use it as a, bag or a purse or a handbag, but it's not a purse or a handbag in your use.
Yeah.
It's super utilitarian. You might use it pound for pound. Easily you use that one the most. Okay.
All right, so now moving on to bags that you like but don't love. First up is my Lady Dior.
I like it because of how much you like it, and yes, it looks nice. It's very structured. The handles are structured, which pretty much nothing else in your collection is. The handles are like a hard structure, like you're not going to bend them out of shape. And I don't mean like in use, I just mean like legitimately, I'm pressing with my thumb, they're not changing shape. They're always going to be that shape. The bag is always going to be exactly as you see it because it is sort of sturdy and backed. And that's nice, and you like it a lot. So, and the color's nice. It's a classic thing. It's nothing weird or out of the ordinary.
I'm also wanting to get a navy version of this.
I'm aware of all the things you want.
All right, next up.
It's just that color, unlike anything else you have, and you really enjoy carrying it whenever you do.
Yeah.
Because it's enough in every dimension for you, just enough.
Yeah.
Just enough. But also it's a neat color, and the chain is nice. It's not a Strathberry chain, but it's also got these little thingies, which are a neat detail. And it's your Fendi piece.
Yeah.
So we got it in New York.
And then we have my Demillier bag, which tell me why you really like this one.
I just think it's neat because you could fit a horseshoe in it.
It is a really neat shape. I will say
it's like a bell shape. So
yeah. Like if I had to put some in least favorites, this one might go in, not because of the shape or the color, but because this locking thing is really, really finicky. And so that's just sort of my take on it. But otherwise, I do really like it.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, I see what you mean. That's kind of, but I mean, it's pretty secure.
Yeah.
But yeah, like think about how much, like you could rock up to a horseshoe competition and just like be like, oh no, I have my own.
All right, next up are the 3 Strathberry bags that you really, really like.
My favorite is easily this one, dual color. What in the world?
Tricolor.
Yeah. Oh, tricolor. Sorry, yeah. You see. But it's nice. I like it. And again, chain. There's no better chain in the game. Easily. It's weighty without being heavy. It's solid. They're thick without having a lot of like gap. For instance, like the actual chain itself going down is like a consistent thickness. There's no like gaps like you would with like a thicker chain, anything like that. But it also bends perfectly like that. It's a very nice worked chain. So nice. And I also like to do this whenever you hand me your bag and I have to set it down. I arrange it like an M. Maybe I can show the top. There you go. No, it's not going to come through on camera ever. But it's fun. Also, they just do this. They go into the bag. Ah, how nice. There you go. And then the next one is easily going to be this one because it's more of the same, just in a more like, look, we kept some of the characteristics of the animal we slaughtered to make this. Except it's a print because this is actually...
mock croc.
Yes, there you go. So we're pretending to have slaughtered a crocodile to do this. And then this, because it's the same thing but little and cute. It's not the best open enclosure because it doesn't always line up, you see. So, but you can boop pretty quick and you're done. You can just carry it around. But there you go. Can't really fit much in there.
Yeah.
That's that.
And then my sort of quick note on this is that along with the red bucket bag, this one's actually one of my least carried ones.
Which is a
and
shame.
it's actually one of my least favorite because of the tricolor that you really like. It's just harder for me to kind of work it in
on its
wardrobe. Yeah, it's very pretty, but it's probably one of my like least. It's among my least used. This one I really love, and then the burgundy mock croc is one of my absolute favorites, and it is my most complimented bag in my entire collection. Now let me grab your favorite 3.
Sure.
So go with number 3, and we'll work up to your most favorite.
Yeah, drop them. Sunrev. It's pink. Really hot pink. Really hot pink. It's kind of big. It's also a backpack, which I don't think you like carrying it as a backpack, because what you have to do to make it a backpack for those at home is that, and voila, it's a backpack, and you can wear it. Yalla. But I don't really think you like doing that.
Because it's super uncomfortable as a backpack.
I think it could be arranged. I don't know. I think I'm being uncomfortable is a state of mind you can choose to not be in. But it's nice. This could get like deluged, like rained on, and it'd be great. You'd be like, this is awesome. You'd like hold it up, like rain more. Like nothing's gonna happen to this. Also, people really like to comment on this bag whenever you carry it sometimes.
Yeah, it's not one of my favorite bags simply because it's kind of bulky and awkward to carry.
What I thought was your favorite.
No, I didn't. But I
used to really like this.
I did.
There were a lot of videos where she was like, "That's the best thing ever," and now she's like,
because
it's
super practical weather-wise, but it's really bulky carrying-wise, and so it's one of my least favorites. But it's practical weather-wise, which is why it's still here. All right, number 2.
Also, it's just fun in theme parks and stuff, even though you don't carry it.
It doesn't work in theme parks. That's when I really decided I didn't like it.
But it does in my dreams.
But it doesn't fit in the lockers. I had to pay for lockers.
Anyway.
Bag number 2.
This one.
My most expensive.
Because of how happy it makes you. And
it does make you very happy.
Fun story of getting it, of course.
And then your favorite, which is also probably my favorite. YSL camera bag with the back pocket.
Yeah, I like this one. You use it all the time.
Yeah, this is definitely my most used handbag.
And you're not afraid of it.
Yeah. Like if I had to pick...
It fits everything you need it to, and it's still small.
If I had to pick my favorite 3, it would definitely be this one. Favorite 3 as far as...
She can't do that. That's why
I can't pick 3, but I can pick 5, I think. So favorite, this one has to be in it. Hand me the burgundy. Burgundy's gonna be number 2.
What's that?
My Chanel Classic flap, which I've already put over there, is number 3. Where's my, there we are. The lizard bag is number 4. And then number 5.
Yeah, your lizard bag
is my beautiful Lady Dior.
Your lizard bag was the only one sold in the US, right?
Yes, and then they brought another one in.
Oh, but is it exactly the same?
It's the same, but like obviously like it's the same.
Oh, well, it was at one point in time the only one in the United States. And that's not important, but it was neat for a little while.
When you're spending that much on a bag, it's kind of nice.
I guess.
All right, so that wraps up my 20 bag luxury handbag collection. I did not include my Keep All duffel or either of my Rimowa bags because those are truly luggage, not bags. But I do love all 3 of those.
You know, this is my list. It's not your list. I'm going to include them.
Okay.
Both of the Rimowas are really high up. They're very nice. I don't even use them, but they're very nice. Because, let's be honest, I'm the mule at the airport. And
no, I do my own suitcases, thank you very much. You might lift them into the car, but I wheel them.
Sure. What was I about to say? Oh, and the Keep All. Again, fun story. Whenever I carry it, people think it's mine, and they're really complimentary. And then whenever you carry it, no one says anything.
I do let you carry the Keep All because it's heavy.
Yeah.
But I wheel my Rimowas.
Yeah, sure. But if I carry her key, I don't care. I'm really not someone that needs to be complimented. I don't
He gets so many compliments on my Keep All.
Yeah, the number of men and women that are just like, that's nice, you know, like, it's a lot. If I had a nickel for that, I could buy a few drinks.
You'd have a few dollars.
I could buy a drink. And by a drink, I mean like 2 Cokes, probably. Because they're so expensive now. Anyway. It's a lot, and then as soon as we hand it to you, you're like, people say nothing. You're like, I wish someone would talk to me about my cool stuff. Which, it's your hobby. Of course you want to talk to people about it. So
this is it for Blake's ranking of my bags from his least to most favorite of every handbag that I have in my luxury collection. Let me know in the comments down below if you agree or disagree with him on any of these choices. As you know, I clearly disagree with him on several.